Excuse you. This is mine. Well, that was fucking stupid. Anyway, welcome to the Geddy Lee Jazz Bass review, the Fender one, the Mexican one. We got a lot to talk about, but first, I'm gonna go grab something from my closet that's kind of important. So besides getting a divorce soon, I also got this funny Fender jazz bass from a trade a while back for the Jack Cassidy. Those of you who pay attention to what I do, wink, would know that I already have this. Wow, it is really out of focus. Dude, I don't even know how to get started because like there's so much to talk about here. First of all, it's the Geddy Lee jazz bass, and then that's all it needs to be for me to want it twice because I'm a huge Rush junkie. And a big fan of Mr. Geddy Lee himself. I'm still trying to figure this out. As you can see, I've moved into a new place with my lovely girlfriend back here. So pretty. And with that, I have completely derailed myself on how the hell I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to fire from the hip and hope for the best. Okay, things that I like about it. I like the way the pickups sound. I think they sound absolutely fantastic. Like, whatever they did in the wiring, it is the sauce. Most of the time when I run it, I'm either running both pickups all the way open, or I go to the Ian Martin Allison School of Jazz Bass and I roll the back pickup off just a smidge, give it more of like a honky P-bass sound. Number two that I like about it is the look of it. Geddy Lee has two main jazz basses. The first one is, of course, the black one. As you can see, probably pictured here. I'm flipped, so I don't know where to put my hands. But as you can see here, that's his number one. And this one, for a long time, was his number two. This Sunburst one that he usually has a torque guard on. But it came with a black pick guard. I'm not going to complain. I just like the funny block inlays. In terms of how it sounds, again, going back to the pickups, I think it sounds excellent, although a bit noisy, but we'll get into that. The fit and finish I actually thought was really good. This is a 2022 Made in Mexico Fender jazz bass, and with how Made in Mexico Fender has been the past few years, we will also get into that. This is a good unit. I can't complain. The strings are aligned miraculously. The pick guard and the control plate are not stupidly out of line. They're kind of like a within kind of tolerance, I would say. I would say my absolute favorite part about this bass is the neck. Not really the neck finish, as it's this pretty thick gloss, which doesn't bother me. I'm not a very sweaty person when it comes to my hands, but the neck profile is fantastic. It's a very, Fender describes it as a thin C, and yeah, it feels good. I just really like thin necks. Thin necks with tall nuts. That's my favorite thing. Before you say anything. But yeah, no, big fan of the tall nut skinny neck club. I like skinny necks. Good thumbs up. Now on to what I didn't like so much about this bass. I would say number one is the electronics, although sounding fantastic, also had not 60 cycle hum the song of my fucking people. It's a noisy bass. When you put drive on it, which is how I really like to enjoy this, it gets a little noisy. There is noise, and the fact that I'm in a room with not a lot of electrical equipment, I mean, it really is just my computer and then a wall, and nothing else really directly in front of me. There is a lamp over here, but I guess that kind of counts. It is nothing like a studio would do or like a stage would have, unto which in those kind of environments the noise would be a bit more prominent and probably a bit annoying. It wasn't problematic for me, and I did perform with this bass, but it wasn't on like a stage. It was kind of in a room, kind of a coffee lounge kind of thing. It was at an art museum. The second thing I don't like about it is it's a heavy bass. It's 9.5 pounds. My unit is a light unit by comparison, but the consistency of the weight is very all over the place. You could find some units that range from like the low 9s to the mid 9s, like mine is. Like mine is almost exactly 9.5 pounds on the dot. But you could also find them that are complete boat anchors, a la LowEndLobster's Geddy lead Fender jazz bass from MIM that he had a while ago. The last thing I really don't like about it is how expensive it is. Like, this is where we get into the Made in Mexico rant, baby. Because over the past, like, couple of years, Made in Mexico Fender has been really dropping the fucking ball as their prices have been going higher. And it has not been something that I have appreciated. This bass is $1,250 retail. I got mine in a trade, and after you take into consideration what I paid for the Jack Cassidy bass and shipping, I paid $700 for this shipped. I think that's more in line of what it's worth. I think you could probably buy it brand new for $1,000. You're doing pretty good. But even then, you still run into the issue that, like, Sire exists. The Sire V5 and V7 exist, and it's like can easily do just as good, if not better. The high mass bridge and like the vintage tuners are not hard to come by. You could put those on a Sire V5 and you'd be well under the retail price of what this thing is right now. On top of that, you have things like the what LowEndLobster had a while ago, which was Bully the Kid's Fender gold foil pickup jazz bass, where the bridge was misaligned by 3/32 of an inch, which is horrendous on an instrument like this, where the tolerances are so fine. And then you even have guys like Sonojono, who had their Mike Kerr $1,700 like Jaguar fucking dual humbucker bass, and that thing out of the factory had a G string that was borderline unusable. It's not good. This is not where money should be going. If the prices are going up, I want to see the quality go up too. And it's incredibly frustrating that Fender has just constantly put out these shitty QC issues. And I am fucking tired of it. So if you're going to buy this, my recommendation is buy it used. Don't buy it brand new. If you buy it brand new, you kind of scammed yourself. Congratulations. It's $1,250 for a bass that it's hard to find the value in. Like, as much as I would like to, as a huge Geddy Lee and Rush nerd, give this, like, the highest praise, I also have to be realistic. So, yep, that's it. I'm done here. Sweet. First one in the new place. The reason why I only have nail polish on my left hand is because I use my right hand to finger your mom. I'll see y'all later.